I got down on my knees and I put my hands together and I prayed and I said, God,
Cenat reveals to Shannon Sharpe his reason for turning down 60 million from Kick.
I do like flying commercial because I don't know, like just seeing like my supporters in person, it's refreshing and plus like I feel like God still, you know?
Right. I read that you turned down 60 million to join Kick. Why did you do that?
It wasn't right. Man, I couldn't join Kick at the time because it was like I got to realize like not all money is good money.
Let's be real here. Turning down 60 million is crazy. Granted, he had already made a good amount of money, but 60 million at his age, I think this is one of the things that really makes an impact on people. He's 23. So for him to turn down this money, being so young, speaks volumes. I like what he says here, and this reminds me of the verse in 1 Timothy 6:10. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the faith and pierced themselves with many pangs. Money itself is not evil. It's when we prioritize it over everything else. Society and culture tell us to strive to be successful, but at what cost? This is something that Jordan Peterson in his conversation with Dallas Jenkins hits on. He points out that when your sole focus is success, it can lead to your destruction. In the gospel, Jesus says, "For what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul?"
Some money, I think some money you could take and some deals that you could sign that would like literally jeopardize and slow down everything that you built up for. Sometimes you gotta just say no. Like,
Right.
this is not this. It's cool. Like it's generational, but I'm more like, what am I stamping on the world? Like what am I gonna be known for? So like, I don't even if it don't make sense, I'm not
Right.
doing it. They like you know what I'm saying. Like I have such a great community where I'm at right now. Why would I leave it?
This is a really good point, and something that I think we should reflect on. What are you building for? What's the ultimate end goal? The scriptures talk a lot about wealth, and one passage that came to mind as he was sharing this is Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gained hastily, or wealth gained quickly, will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. Another verse that I think ties in well with what he is describing here is Proverbs 20, verse 21. An inheritance gained hastily in the beginning will not be blessed in the end. If your ultimate goal in life is to amass wealth, then I think you're doing it wrong. Again, having money is not a bad thing. We know that there are a lot of wealthy people in the world making a real difference, using their money to help people and to give back to the communities that they grew up in. And that should be applauded. 1 Timothy 6:17 through 18. Command those who are rich in this present world not to be arrogant, nor to put their hope in wealth, which is so uncertain, but to put their hope in God, who richly provides us with everything for our enjoyment. Command them to do good, to be rich in good deeds, and to be generous and willing to share. This just showcases that money itself is not bad. I want to emphasize that because I know that's one of the things that people like to mention. Here in Timothy, we see an example of people being rich and using that wealth for good, right? They're using that wealth to be generous, and they were willing to share this wealth that they had. I think his view on what his legacy will be is a good reminder for all of us, especially for us as Christians. What are we doing to help those around us? How can we use the resources that we have to honor God? How can we use those resources that we've been blessed with to help those people? I really appreciate his emphasis on community. Now, in the context here, he's talking about online community, right? This is the gaming community, which, hey, online community is helpful, and I don't want to minimize that. But for those of us who are believers, this view of community is essential to our walk with God. Our walk with Jesus is not meant to be done alone. And hey, listen, I get it. Things happen. You're gonna have disagreements with the people that you're in community with, right? The people that you're in church with. You're gonna have disagreements with maybe people in your small group. But at the end of the day, we are called to be in community, and we should not allow those smaller things to prevent us from coming together. In Hebrews, we are told to not neglect congregating, right? To not neglect getting together as a body, to not neglect coming together as the church. This is a point of emphasis, and for good reason. Community will help us stay on track. Community will build us up, and community will help us keep our eyes fixed on Jesus.
Who did you rely on to help make that decision, or was that a sole decision that you made?
Nah, it was me and God. I can tell you exactly what happened. 2023, right before my subathon, I got a call from Kick. They say, hey, we got these millions for you to do 15 days on Twitch, then come to Kick for 15 days, and then reveal that you're on Kick. And I said, I told my team, I said, I can't do it. I didn't want to do it. They hung up. As soon as I hung up, I got down on my knees and I put my hands together and I prayed and I said, God, I just turned down a crazy amount of money that can help me for a lifetime, but I just hope you keep me on the road of staying focused and being able to achieve my dreams at a natural pace, at my own pace. And he answered. Like, I literally just locked in. And it's like when you get money, it's like you don't, it's like, how do I explain it? It's like when you get to a certain.
Now, I do think that he should have sought wise counsel before making this decision, but it's definitely a good thing that he prayed about it. Now, based on what he says here, it sounds like he made his decision, then prayed about it. I'll say the order there is probably not the best. It's important that we seek God first in prayer, by meditating on the scriptures, and by seeking counsel from people who are mature in the faith, right? People that are more mature in their walk with Jesus. We should go to them for wise counsel. And hey, maybe he did all those things. I'm not sure. I'm just going off of what he says here. I do think that it's good that he is looking to God to help keep him focused. At his age, with all that money and this platform that he has, right? This platform that he's developed, it's crucial that he has a principle, right? A standard that's guiding him. We all need to be reminded of what's most important, and seeking God will keep you centered. Matthew 6:33. But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you.
That I needed this.
Yeah.
Because if I need that, I got a problem to begin with. I'm probably gonna blow through that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So like, I'm like, damn, like I can't, like I'm already blessed financially. Like, why would I need to do this?
Right.
Like, why? I'd rather play the long game and a more natural, organic route.
I mean, you turn down that Steph. Steph makes 55 a year. Dak Prescott makes 60. That's professional high, top of the food chain.
But think about it though. Steph is doing what he loves.
Yes.
It's basketball. He getting paid to play the game that he loves. I don't know if I would have loved it on Kick.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? I have this theory that they're gonna be. It's a great streaming platform and stuff, and how it is. But like, bro, my home, I'm where I need to be at, and like, I'm not worried about the money. I just built my community, and I don't gotta worry about the extras I could get when I'm already blessed.
Right.
You feel me? So I just keep.
It does seem like Kai is a Christian, and you can hear some of that with the way he responds to some of the questions. What really stands out to me here is this sense of gratitude. His ability to recognize the blessings he has been given and his appreciation for them is awesome. You don't hear too many people talking like this, whether you're young or old. This isn't a way of speaking that you hear often from people. So I do find this to be truly refreshing. For us as Christians, let's keep praying for Kai, that the Lord will continue to bless him and through his platform reach this younger generation to know Christ and put their trust in him. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next time.